Hello and welcome back to Railway Empire. We've got a lot to do today. We just set up our wood run to Tokyo and Mito, and I'm debating on expanding this warehouse already. Don't bulldoze it. I would like to, though, before we do anything, see if we can't buy us some of these industries like that, for instance, that are dirt cheap at the moment and not being used. Ones we're potentially going to use rather quickly. Yes, things like this. Tea, 281. This is why we had money in the bank. I would like to possibly recycle these as well, so I'm going to be a little careful how much we spend. I mean, we could purchase this, even though we're maxing it out at the moment. But given that upgrading an industry is rather expensive, I feel like certain ones can be left if they're pricey to buy out initially. And we can always buy them later on when we've got more money than we know what to do with. Promoter? I mean, we could, right? We could give Mito a little boost. The one we've just hooked up. There we go. Give Mito a boost. How are you doing anyway? I think you're going to be doing okay. Yeah, we've got to hook up some of these basics, such as octopus, rice, and sake. I still can't say that, like, comfortably. My brain just doesn't want to do it. Anyhow, yeah. That's not a bad start. If we hook this up, do we need tea now in Tokyo? Yes, we do. Okay, so that's definitely something we should do. I would like to upgrade this as well and get that hooked up. Especially if we get another town growing that could help make clothes. More research to spend. Increase the number of passengers. I'm sort of down with that. We're going to run out of research fields that are 100 points. And then we'll be on to the 200s. I want to grab all the hundreds as soon as possible. What we got? Promoter still running. Analyst. Not yet. Because if we get the ones that cost 100, then the auctions will no doubt give us the expensive ones. As far as points go. What we got down here? This is kaolin? Kaolin. I don't know what that is. What is that stuff? Ooh, interesting. I'm going to have to look that up. What do we got up here? Plums. I know what plums are. We like plums. We've got a town up there, but yeah, that's not in our area. All of this is available to us. We've got, fortunately, early on, iron and coal available to us. What is the current goal? Yeah, we're going to have to set up all these industries, aren't we? We could buy this new area. What would that give us? That would give us more tea on this side. More fibers. Whoa, what's this stuff? I don't know what that stuff is. Some more wood once we unlock this. This is a large area, isn't it? Nagano, Matsumoto. That has a lot of the basics in as well. I do feel like we're going to need to shift this through our warehouse network that we're going to have. We could change this to a warehouse. I sort of like that idea. Because if we do, we might be able to take some fish up there. Some octopus. Yeah, we could put some high-end finished products up there. We can obviously store the wood and tea in there. That might be a good thing to do early on. We currently have our trains filling up and they're about to leave. Are they both full? Almost both full. So once they are both full, they'll get shifting and we can change that to a warehouse, I think. I feel like that's going to be better for us in the long run. Now, this warehouse, do you think it's time to do a little bit of this? I do. Expand this. What could we have? Mito has grown already. That is fast. What can we have here? It's got to be sort of end products. Possibly tea and wood we could bring down. We could take fish or octopus direct up there. From here, we can find a way to get up there, can't we? Now, we do need a branch line out here somehow anyway. Yes, we could even go direct this way through the warehouse. Yes, that might be a good idea. So what do we need then? We're going to need, in this one, we'll need wood and tea. We'll maximize those. What else could we put in there? We've got the... We could put clothes in there as well. What products are we going to be putting in there other than what we've got now? We could take noodles back and distribute noodles from this warehouse. I sort of like that idea. Yeah, let's stick some noodles in there as well. There we go. We can get those shifted then. Let's get a security guard, definitely. Have our trains left? I think they've... Yes, they're on the way back. This is perfect. Let's get this changed into... Yeah, that's fine. You're just going to reset them. Let's get this changed up into a warehouse. We can delete all these. Get a full refund. Beautiful. Right, let's get us a warehouse up here. We'll start with... Do we just go large? I'm tempted to just go large warehouse, to be fair. Yes, large signal controlled warehouse that we could have running somewhere at this top end here. I mean, it sort of works as a freight junction as well, doesn't it? So up here we can store the fish we're going to deliver there, because it has to happen, really. We're a bit short on octopus, aren't we? I keep calling them fish. Most of the playthroughs it is fish or seafood. Wood, yes, you need wood in there. Tea? Yeah, you're going to be broken. I know. We've got to fix this. Perhaps we should hook this up and then we'll deliberate over what we're going to store in here. Let's get you hooked up a little bit further away now, which is also lovely. Get you in there. We may need to sort those trains out, as it might not recognize a warehouse over a station. If we can dive in just before the bridge, that's going to save us a little bit of money. I mean, I don't think we need to worry about it too much. We need to redo these signals. That's all right, though. Yeah, get rid of these. We'll get them nice and tidy, hopefully. There we go. Perfect. Can we do the same over here now? Yes, we can. Need an extra signal there on this junction. Let's see if those trains sort themselves out. We'll check on their orders. It is to Warehouse 2. Lovely. We did it within a year. I do feel like distributing our tea would be a good idea rather than point to point from the tea plantation. What else could we do? Maybe plums? I don't know when plums are needed. How far are we off plums? Not far. Not far. We're going to have to get someone making planks as well soon. Yes, let's pull plums in there. We'll get plums in there and we can distribute that around our network to the cities that require it. Where are plums? Plums, plums. There we go. Max those out. Perhaps we can have cloth up here. I sort of like that. We'll maximize that. We do need cloth spread around. And what else do we need up there? We could take soybeans up there. We do have some more soybeans up there, so we could have quite a few places to deliver that. Yes. Yeah, kind of like it. It's kind of a mixed bag, isn't it, of delivery. We could have noodles, of course, and start delivering up to Utsunomiya. Up to there. Yeah, let's have some noodles. We'll get some noodles being delivered. Yes, absolutely. Happy. Right, another security guard. This is lovely. Professor gives you... Ooh, do we want to spend our research points? I don't think we do. I'm quite happy with where we're at. Shall we recycle our bonds? This might be a good idea to do it. Depends how much they're going to offer us. Nah, there you go. That might be worth doing. Do you know what that would do? Yeah, we could possibly buy those 2 new places. I wouldn't mind it, and then we don't have to worry. $1 million there it's offering us. Okay, 2.2 million. I'm going to say we get these early.
Outstanding.
Thank you.
Slowly but steadily, the route moves towards Kyoto.
And we'll get this one too. It'll leave us little to no money. But...
Another region is enjoying the railways, and
gold.
an important step on the way to Kyoto has been taken.
Right, so now what we've got to worry about is not saving up for this area. We could even start this rail network early and get it done early, and just plow ahead and start connecting all of these businesses to our warehouses down here. This should be an interesting one. We should start to see, as we hook up trains, a variety of goods on there. Then they'll only leave when they're absolutely chock-a-block full. Another 100 points to spend? I guess we could spend it back in here. Yes, absolutely. Increase the number of packages in each city where your company has a station. Anything to earn us money. Look at that, almost back up to 500,000. I feel like that was near instant. We'd drop down to what, 200,000, maybe 300,000. Bonus for a new industry. In 2 new industries, and we've got some money. Right. Oh, I like this, guys. I like this a lot. What do you want to make? Since we are flush with cash, we can do this. And we don't have to rely on the AI building some bizarre industries. Not only that, we're going to get a decent 345,000 bonus for at least one of them anyway. So it's going to pay for one. So we've got rice close. We've got tea is close. I don't know if tea does anything else. Plums is a distillery. Do we have plums anywhere close? Not really. We have soybeans down here. And we have tea, which is just a flat product by the looks of things. I can't see tea as an ingredient anyway. So we should maybe utilize that rice. I feel like Kofu will be better with wood. We could probably do something with wood. Perhaps noodles and soy sauce, which is a nice combination regardless of game mechanics. So yes, we want a soy sauce factory, which is absolutely dirt cheap. I don't know the lay of the land here, so I'm a little bit concerned. Perhaps if we put them both on the same side. There we go, we're up to 761,000 because a soy sauce factory is only 50k. Really? That is dirt cheap. And I guess the other thing then is we'll get ourselves some noodles up here. And that's everything. There you go. That's all she wrote. Security guard. Yes, we're going to need plenty of security guards on the books for what we're about to do. Now, we can't just go, as much as I'd like to, hooking up Matsumoto down to Kofu there, because we're not attached to our main network. So we've got a bit of work to do before we can get that underway. There is a lot of stuff that we need to hook up before then, regardless. Now, this junction's going to be a little bit messy, isn't it? Oh, we've got a connection bonus up to here. Well, do you know, that's not a bad idea. I sort of like that anyway. What sort of angles do we need here? I feel like, well, there's a lot to do up north, isn't there? Yes, and there's a lot to do, yeah, to the west, and not so much to the, well, no, there is a decent amount to do to the east of us as well. Let's get us hooked up if we can. Well, it looks like the lay of the land is dictating where we should put these. We want to avoid being on a grade, don't we? Now, what this means is we can hook up to... Ooh, it's really screaming out for some sort of maintenance yard down here. Do you know what? I'm going to do it early. Let's get us a maintenance station just here, because that is quite the journey. If we can get that in, because we've got the warehouse down there as well. I think that's going to help with all of our connections up here. There we go. That's nice. 1% grade. Bargain as well to hook it up, so we might as well double track it. We can have... This side has to branch. So we kind of have one going this way and hooking up into there. If we can avoid that tunnel, I would prefer it. So we could maybe do something like that and get it nice and flat. That is absolutely lovely. And there's our bonus, so all of this is almost free. Then we've got the ability to do something. We do the outside one first. Do a nice little curve here. We can sort of hook in there and make use of that as a connection. That's lovely, isn't it? It's going to be like a roundabout, but for trains at this rate. And this one... Ooh, I sort of want the main line first, I think. Where are we going to come in? Probably off this anyway. So given that... Yeah, do we want to? Or should we come in closer to the station, perhaps? There's coming off here, which might be better. We can go up that way then. Providing it's a nice grade and not too expensive, it's pretty much a bargain, isn't it? Nice and gentle on the grades there. Let's get you hooked up. Still plenty of money. This is connecting down here. We should probably have a couple of connections here going in either direction. We may need to raise that up a touch just to balance out. Oh no, it's going to flip it one way or the other. Well, I guess we'll have the lesser grade on the actual line junction. Now this one could go up to here and give us access over to that side of the river. And then we only have to build one bridge as well. So that's lovely, isn't it? Right, let's get you all signalled up. It's going to be a bit of a monstrous task. And we get our first maintenance yard, which for me is a managed junction, really. An automated junction. I mean, we could go both ways there. We'll see. For now, I think this is just going to be good enough. We're going to need some supply towers, regardless of our maintenance yard up there. Yeah, let's get some supply towers. One there. And ooh, I guess you need signalling, don't you? Can't do it yet. There we go. We'll get another supply tower there. I don't normally like them all like that. In fact, I'm going to undo that decision. As you can in this game, as it's free. What's going on here with the signalling? You're kind of just making things up as you go along now, aren't you? Could you be tidy? There we go. I think what I'd like to do is have a supply tower on each of these. So that trains heading into the warehouse on either of these don't interfere with any mainline services when it comes to filling up with water. We also have the managed one up here as well. There we go. Lovely. I still might put a supply tower part way though. Sometimes they complain about not having a supply tower. Now, what else are we going to need? We're definitely going to need a maintenance building on here. Another security guard. That's good news. What else do we have? Professor, market crier. No, I don't want to spend my research points, but thank you for the offer. Okay. To hook up into here, we could probably take advantage of this thing going on. Doable. We could even go underneath here for a direct line from this warehouse to Saitama, which might be an option. And then we could maybe branch off there. I mean, we could do something sneaky like hook in here instead and go that way. I think it's still going to cause us issues. We could, of course, come in that way and up. It depends whether we want to cross. I'd say we just need to go in here and let the signalling sort that out. Yeah. How much is it going to be to plough all the way up to here? I'm going to say quite pricey. It's not doing it yet. It should do it if we force the issue. Since we get a bonus on tunneling, perhaps we can make this fairly... Oh, that's pricey. I don't know why you're doing that much of a tunnel. That seems ridiculously expensive. I guess it's not pleasant. Would it be cheaper to bridge? Yes, it would be cheaper to bridge. 270, which is interesting, considering we have a discount on tunneling. So tunneling is far more expensive than bridging. I guess that makes sense, doesn't it? There's a lot involved in boring underground. I mean, a nice cutting would have been lovely, which is a little bit different than building an actual tunnel. Do you know what? I like it because we'll get to see our trains. Yes, I like that. 109k, we can almost afford double tracks. I know we're doing a lot of building, aren't we? This early on as well. I'm quite impressed with myself here. I don't know what's going on. There we go. We've got the connection. We can start hooking up some money trains soon. An engineer. Absolutely. We're going to need all of these train staff. What's the date? 1873. We've really got to start hooking up these. Yeah, we're already... Yeah, we're struggling a bit there. We're almost at halfway, though. If we get half a building hooked up, then we're at halfway. Right, so, hooking up T. We do have a little connection here, don't we? Will it just work? Let's hope so. I think it will, you know. It's almost like a little T-junction. There we go. Lovely. We'll need to set up the signalling for this. We don't want it there. We don't want anything inside that triangle. Yes, just like that. And we don't want anything after it. So this signal, and that signal, all those three trio of signals are all guarding this triangle here. If there's anything in that triangle on that piece of track, all of these signals will deal with that without, hopefully, any snarl-ups. Okay, can we... Oh, if we have double-tracked, look at that. Can we fit a supply tower? Somewhere. Get you in there. We could do with another supply tower just there. And probably one here. We'll leave it like that for now. We've got our trio of supply signals. Supply signals? Yes. Supply towers. And I was thinking about signals. Good job, brain. Thank you very much. That was amazing. Okay, let's get a mixed goods train. No, it'll be a mixed consist, wouldn't it? Yeah, going down here. I'm going to say automatic. They do soy sauce up there and noodles down here. Although, do I? Do you know, I think we're at the sort of stage of... Yeah, so let's go automatic. Don't question yourself. We've got these now that do 50 mile an hour. Right, which means you can have freight and you can have a conductor. I mean, I'll take it if you don't make someone grumpy. There you go. You got a full complement. And we'll... Quarry near... Oh, sure. 140k. I feel like that was cheap. Let's set up another one. Going the opposite way. That should make us some money. Oh, yes. They're 86,000, aren't they? There we go. Grab it. I'll get a security guard on you as well. We still need to hook up some other stuff here. However, these might be bringing back noodles. They are. Perfect. They've started to bring back noodles. I mean, we could have put soy sauce in here as well. I think what we do is have a train delivering some tea down there. Might be a good idea. We can also deliver tea direct to anyone that requires it to top up what's happening down at the warehouse here. So let's get it. I mean, we don't really need anything amazing. I'm going to just put a normal little train station here. That's going to be the train that goes to... In fact, it doesn't even need to be that. We can have a bigger train station that goes off to the cities if need be. I'm just going to have a small train station. And that's all we'll need. And that can hook in just before that junction down there. And hopefully, yes, before/after the supply tower. Meaning we'll stick a supply tower on this branch line before we get onto the main line. There we go. That is lovely. Oh yes, we can add another signal there. I'd like to tidy that up a little bit. In fact, you can fit another couple of signals in there. That'll be fine. I don't think you're going to block anywhere. Let's get tea delivered down to our warehouse. Freight only. Do we need that? Do you know what? I think I'm just going to go with the 150 down there for now. It's not on the main line, and yes, you will... No, that's a mistake. You will not have a security guard. You don't get any income for deliveries to warehouses, direct to warehouses. Tokyo requires something. Wood, yes. Wood. You could make planks, couldn't you? Ah, because we have no one making planks, and planks is the thing we need. Perhaps we can change that to planks. Oh, that is tempting. That is tempting. Completely forgot about the planks there. Do towns need planks? Like, just as a thing they require? If they says down here from... Yes, they will need planks at 50,000. If it says no demand, it requires an industry built for it to require that. How are we doing? We've hooked up another one, right? 8 of 15. We're going to have to go full tilt on connecting all these up. Now, this may sound a little bit cheaty, as always. So every one of these individual businesses that we have access to, which is, I can see quite a few that we've got access to. If we hook those up and not do anything with them, it would give us the task, and then we can just delete the connection, which might be an idea. I did say I'd bring plums down here, didn't I? What could we possibly lose from there, though? Nothing, really. Oh, so you're going to have to deliver planks with a separate freight line, I think, which might not be a bad idea. I'll take it. More experience for our employees. I would like some office staff. You're being really mean when it comes to office staff. Okay, so we've got some things to hook up there. Missing equipment. Ooh, do you know what you don't have? Of course you've got missing equipment. You don't have a supply tower, nor do you. Get on there. I've gone full tilt on supply towers, and I can see a similar sort of situation up here. Although, you do... No, you don't. That's the wrong triangle. Where's the triangle? Oh, the other triangle's over here. Oh, I'm glad I spotted that. That could have got interesting. There'd have been exclamation points everywhere. How are you doing? You're doing fine. Are you running empty? No. You just probably don't need any more. Okay. I'm going to say another station will deal with the passenger service up there. Yeah, that's due to our lack of supply towers, which is now sorted, so it's nothing to worry about. We do have a... Well, actually, we have a passenger line we could do there. We could have that as a freight line. They both make soy sauce. That's a little frustrating. But it's been done. Let's connect up a freight train anyway that runs to there. Why not? Freight only. I'm sure there might be something that is required. Who was that? Missing supplies, was that? Is it these guys? I think they're just... Yeah. Yeah, you're fine. You'll be fine. Once you've got hooked up, you'll be absolutely fine. Soybean factory near Yokiachi. Was that? Yokiachi? Yes, I'll take it. Thank you. Oh, it's in... Oh, that's cheeky. It's where Beatrix is. Well, I mean, I don't mind. Yeah, stop flashing. That's going to get annoying. Could you just not? I'll tell you what. We'll quickly stop you from waiting till full. Just so you'll move and fill up over there. Right, go and fill up with your supplies. There we go. And then we can change you back to wait until full. Fill up. Drink, drink. Drink it all. There we go. Lovely. Now, put you on wait until full again. Beautiful. Guys, I think that's a successful setup. What we've got to do when we come back is get this warehouse distribution going. I would like the line in now so we know roughly what's going on. That is a beautiful connection, isn't it? I love it. Can we make it a little smoother? Just from there is lovely. And then we go in from that side of the bridge. And we have it in and ready for us to play with. Because what we're going to do is shift some goods from this warehouse to that warehouse and vice versa. So there'll be dedicated trains. Could we possibly do one now? So I can give you an idea. We're going to send you to there. Now, we don't want them, because they, for instance, have cloth at both. Now, this is the one that's giving cloth. So we don't want to take cloth from this one and bring it back. Otherwise, it's just going to keep moving it backwards and forwards. Likewise, they both have tea. And those are the two things, or and fish, I mean octopus and wood. So what it needs to do is take cloth and... Oh, how do we shift octopus up there? But anyway, cloth it needs to take up there. Noodles it needs to take up there. Well, no, noodles it doesn't. What else could it take up there? I kind of feel like we need to store possibly fish here or octopus here instead of soy sauce. Yeah, I'm going to have to think about that. I take it back, guys. We're not doing that. Go on, Grand, you can do it. Let's change soy sauce. You're not gonna do that. I don't want you to do that. What I want you to do is store octopods. Pusses. Pies. Octopies sounds like something made with pastry. And yeah, what we can do then is instead have another train running from here that pops in to the warehouse and delivers fish. Although I feel like... Oh, fish. Again. I feel like we're going to need more than one there. We will need a signal on here. Is this a good move, Grand? I think you just need to set it up and then think about it. Because... Yes, I'm gonna just risk it for now. We'll send you up to there. Freight only. Let's get that going. And then we can, once we've got some stocks in there, then we can deal with the setup. Ooh, what do we get? Reduces the... Oh, it's got to be that, hasn't it? 15%. So yes, when we come back, we will set up that line. Shall we have a little cab ride? And as always, we're stopping for a little bit of a fill up on our whatever we're filling up with. Water, oil, sand... Any and all of the above. But yeah, there we go. We got a lot done today. Some more gold ticks, didn't we? Yes. And I intend to concentrate solely on hooking up the rest of those industries when we come back. Even if we have to cheese it a little bit and just hook them up. We'll see how it goes on that front. But we've got a bit of a network going. We've got a couple of trains to set up when we come back, which will be ferrying goods backwards and forwards from a warehouse. Very carefully planned out. It'll be interesting if it works. I think it should work. We've done it before in our previous playthroughs. It's a little bit finicky and fiddly. But by the end, it'll run like clockwork. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, what are we waiting for? Have we broke down? Are we stopping for repairs? It'll be typical if we're stopping for repairs. I'll leave you on board a train that is repairing. And until next time, take care.